MRecktv. Peace world, we live on MRecktv. I got a special guest in the building with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Talk to the people.
Hey man,
brother.
you already know who the fuck it is, man. AMO98, you know what I mean? Feel me? Straight from California, baby.
Yes sir, man. How you come with the name, man?
How I come up with the name? I mean, shit, bro. My government name, AMO. So,
Okay, gotcha.
so you know what I mean? I can rock with it. It has a lot of different meanings. I mean, if you grew up with me, you know what's happening. But, you know, it's my initials, bro. In the 98th year I was born, I'll never switch since the day I was born, man. I'm me. There's one on one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes sir. So, I looked at your bio, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I usually don't do that. Only because I like to keep everything natural.
For sure.
Right? But it was some highlights in there, you know what I mean? I read that you started writing poetry at 12 years old.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
12 years old, middle school, baby.
And what influenced you to write poetry?
Pain. Pain is like my music is literally all based off of pain. Everything
Gotcha.
I write, everything comes from my heart. And pain could be a good thing too. I'm not talking about loss and like love and all those things. It could literally come from like a genuine spot. Like pain, it could be painful to be happy sometimes. You know, you're so happy you cry. Why are you crying? You know what I mean? Like pain's the most beautiful thing on earth.
Got you. Now, do you care to talk about some of that pain that you went through?
Look, a lot of it was like heartbreak at first, and then like losing family members, like my grandfather, that like really deeply hurt me. And I have my mom here with me, so she knows what I'm talking about. But a lot of it was just, you know, even my brother and sisters going to school, like I felt abandoned. I had like nobody, like, you know what I mean? And a lot of death, a lot of drug overdoses. Once I started getting older, a lot of popping stuff myself. I mean, Oxycontin and things like that. Thank God I kicked that bucket. Drinking.
Salute to that.
Yeah,
too.
appreciate that,
No
man.
doubt,
Like, rehabilitation, just like
Oh, you really went through it?
jail, all that,
Wow.
man. Everything that I had to go through, and a lot of my friends had to go through. I mean, I lost like a lot of people to a lot of different things growing up, man.
Wow. Wow. That's deep, man. I know a lot of people gonna relate to that because it's a lot of young, I don't want to call them kids, let's say teenagers and young adults indulging in those type of drugs, if you want to say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're trying to numb it.
Like, could you give them some advice to how you got through it?
Realistically, like the pill popping and alcohol and stuff, the way I see it is like, you can never fully numb something. That's why you're trying to numb it, I guess. You know, if you're drinking to get something out of your head because you're not thinking about it right in that moment, you know, you wake up sober every day. You're gonna wake up, the next day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna feel everything. So running from that, it's like running on a treadmill. You're not really going anywhere. So honestly, it's not even about willpower. I think it's just kind of coming to terms with yourself, coming to terms with like who you are as a person. I had like racial issues and stuff growing up, so I was really confused about that too, and I felt like left out of both communities. So like, if you're a kid or young adult or a teen going through drug addiction, the best thing to do is, because I would say like go to your mom and dad and stuff, but a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people are in foster homes, a lot of people are doing a lot of other things, but kind of just look in the mirror. Honestly, look in the mirror. It sounds cheesy as hell, but really look in the mirror. Look at yourself. Look at how your body changed after doing those drugs and alcohol, and reflect back on that and say, hey, when I was young before this shit, was I happier? You know what I mean? And then that's gonna change your mindset. I swear to God, if you literally look in the mirror for 10 minutes,
That's
you're
deep.
gonna find something.
That's deep. That's some great advice. Salute to you on that. Now, I got one more question along the lines of that. Do you make better music intoxicated or sober?
Both.
Okay.
All right, look,
great
it's
answer.
like how I feel. Depends. You know, if I want to make like a super slurry, drugged out song, look, you gotta do some things. But I don't do drugs. That's the crazy thing. I do not do drugs. You know, I never tried coke. Don't smoke weed.
Got you.
Don't do shit. So I drink a little, but
What you drink?
yeah, man, shit, everything. Nigga, I
Like
drink
what?
beer. When I'm in London, I'm drinking pints. I'm drinking beer. I'm drinking gin and tonics. When I'm over here in the Caribbean, I like my rum and cokes, my little tropical like fruit punch and dark rum.
Salute.
you know. But in America, like in LA and stuff, man, we could do whatever. It could go to from Four Locos to $100 cocktails. It doesn't matter. But
Got you.
yeah,
That's what it is. That's what it is. So let's get right into the music, man. Who was the artist that made you say, I want to do this?
Tupac and Kendrick Lamar. Tupac and Kendrick Lamar. Easy.
Now,
And Lil Wayne.
Now I'm gonna ask you some tricky questions. Okay, what records from Tupac? There you go. When I get
Hail
people
Mary.
to decide,
Hail
okay.
Mary, by far. Hail
Okay.
Mary. Hail Mary
Yeah,
from
that's
Tupac.
classic.
Sing About Me by Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar I always listen to. Section 8, Ignorance
Okay.
is Bliss. Sing About Me. The deep records that made me feel something. You know, Keisha's song. And Wayne, bro, everything. Everything Wayne put out from the early 2000s was just slapping, bro, and that made me want to move. Real talk. Yeah.
Got you. So is Lil Wayne in your top 10?
Hell yeah. Lil Wayne gotta be in the top 10.
Okay. Everybody. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We was talking about Lil Wayne being in your top 10.
Easy, man. I mean, I think Wayne, like, changed a lot of the culture. All the tattoos, face tats, you know, it's not even like gangster rap, bro. It's just like bars. That nigga had bars, bro. Lil Wayne spat, and like people aren't spitting as much. It's more like melodies, which is great, but you should have a mix of melodies, but in those lyrics still have punchlines and stuff, bro. Everything that came out of Wayne's mouth was a punchline.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying?
Why you think people? Hold on, I'm doing like a few
man,
things
do
at the
what you
same
gotta
thing at the same time. Why you think people don't give it up to Lil Wayne? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know the younger audience do, but like some of the older heads don't want to give Lil Wayne his props.
Jealousy. It's a young nigga that made it, that had more bars and punchlines that they had.
Dang.
And you know,
Because I think,
and I'm not talking about
I
old
think
heads
Wayne
like,
is phenomenal. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm with you.
I'm not talking about old heads. Is like there's legends like Jay-Z, Nas, and like those guys. They never hating. But Wayne, like a lot of people dislike him because he's doing something better than they are in a different way, and they just can't really comprehend that creativity. I mean, his
Gotcha.
last album was crazy. You know, he had an X on it, like musical.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I'm
This is
ready.
where it gets deep at. Now, from your influences, right? Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne. If you was put in a cipher, right, with some of your influences, like the likes of them, would you give them a run for their money?
Have to. If you don't believe you're the best rapper, you should not be doing rap. If you don't believe you're the best, you should not be doing rap.
Yeah, I like that answer, but it was kind of generic. I need you to talk that shit.
I
right
mean,
now.
bro, bro. I mean, like, what do you mean? Like, would I give him
Yeah.
a run for their money?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, we can hit the bank right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga's gonna have to go to the ATM, take his shit out. I'm gonna have to get that nigga's pockets. We can do what the
That's
fuck
what I'm.
ever, bro.
That's what the fuck I'm
We can do
talking
whatever,
about. Yeah,
bro.
let's get it.
Shit, oh
Okay.
God.
Yeah, see. Now you here with me. Yeah.
We can do whatever for real.
Okay. Now we here with me. You know what I'm saying?
Someone
Now
gotta
you
go
here
bar
with
for
me.
bar for me, bro. Bar for bar, I swear I'll take anyone. Oh God. We can do whatever, anytime.
Now, what's your strengths? Can you freestyle?
I can
You
freestyle.
write songs.
Man,
Better,
writing.
but like, writing is
I'm
your
a writer,
strength.
bro. I'm
Okay.
a writer. I'm an artist. Like I would,
Got you.
Yeah, I'll sit down and write, but I freestyle, bro. I freestyle, but I mean like it's more generic shit, you know, because it's just easier to make shit rhyme.
Got
I ain't
you.
gonna say I'm like go to that, but writing I could take, nigga. There, you put me on any song, there's any song, any beat I could go on.
Salute to that. But real quick, I want to address the drip.
Hey man,
Is that custom?
Off-White, baby, you feel
Ooh.
me? Off-White limited
Ooh.
edition. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? This mass custom made. Shout out to Jay in LA. You feel me?
Shouts to Jay.
Shout out to Jay for
Send that
custom.
sponsorship in, Jay. to promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. MRecktv.
Let's cut him music.